Scottie Pippen would be the man.
No, he clearly would be the man. He's got great skills, and what he's got is some real help in the way that he's starting to develop, because I think Phil Jackson lets him play and make mistakes. Scottie's got to be allowed to do that.
Outside, Pressey. That was partially blocked by Pippen. And Robertson has it back. And the shot clock expires before Pierce can get the shot off.
And Alvin Robertson has been in the league long enough to know that you've got to pay attention to the clock. It was blocked, and they come back up with the ball. Dale Harris teams comes up with the ball. You've got to keep your mind on the 24-second clock. I think what he was trying to say is he felt that there was a possession by the Bulls, but clearly that wasn't the case. So it was a 24-second violation.
Cartwright inside on Lohaus, draws the foul, and will go to the line. Lohaus is playing more of an inside game today than he did in game one.
But he really is, and you read me well, because I was going to say they need somebody to be willing to take those kind of fouls, and Brad just put his body on Cartwright to make sure he didn't make the shot.
Lohaus gets his third, and that's going to send him to the bench as Jack Sikma prepares to come into the ballgame.
You know, one of the reasons the Bucks got their run was all of a sudden they started to become very aggressive defensively. Paul Pressey has got those long arms, and he makes it difficult for you to get around. So he started calling in some ball games, some transition baskets, which is one of the things you've got to do if you don't have good interior players, and that's why the Bucks got back into the game.
Well, Jay Humphries in to replace Paul Pressey, and Pressey goes out having done an extraordinary job for the Milwaukee Bucks during his short tour of duty in there.
Yeah, he did. He's been hurt, just came back on Friday. Got kicked in the calf and has been out for a very long time, but I'm sure the Bucks are glad to see him playing better now.
Humphries rescues that ball, and back come the Bucks. 43-36 as we approach 5 minutes to play for the half. Robertson puts it up and hits it. Alvin Robertson, 6 points. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead. Pippen, Paxson, Jordan, Cartwright, and Horace Grant in the lineup. And there's the steal by Robertson. He has Jordan to beat. And he did it.
And they're ex-teammates, ex-Olympic teammates, so they know each other pretty well. And Alvin knew that Michael was going to come and sneak with a block.
43-40. The Bulls lead cut to 3. It was 15 at one point in the first quarter. Near steal, tipped out of bounds. Foul is called against Milwaukee. Personal foul is on Jay Humphries. Take a look at the other play down court.
Well, that's defensive pressure, but you're looking at the steals leader for the Milwaukee Bucks and Alvin Robertson, and he knew Michael was going to come and try to block it, so he just protected it a little bit and got it down.
Alvin Robertson with those steals, 207 of them. Now don't laugh. He broke your record. I mean, look at the Milwaukee Bucks leaders over the years in steals.
Well,
I'm proud of you, partner.
Some old joker was just trying to stay in the league.
Does it help that you were out there dressed as an official?
Yeah, I got the benefit of the doubt on some calls.
The thief himself. Cartwright missed his first. And has now hit 2 of the 4 in his last 2 trips to the line, and it's a 4-point Chicago lead. 4 points for Cartwright, and 4:10 to play in the half. Sikma, baseline, looks down low, gets it right back. Broken up. Here comes Jordan. Down the lane, kicks it back out for Paxson.
Good call. The official made this call. Mike Mathis has got Ricky Pierce, and he just pushed Horace Grant out. Oh, they call on Alvin. But Ricky Pierce Ricky was there. Now you'll see the pass come out here. Michael is trying to take it to the basket. Too much help coming. So it was pretty evident right after that. I mean, I looked at Horace Grant. He came flying out of the paint.
And Horace goes 6'10", 220. It's not easy to get him airborne. For Horace Grant.
You see, he's only got 1 rebound, but he'll play better because he's had his chance to touch the ball. He knows that he can get some things done.
That'll be a loose ball foul against Bill Cartwright. Loose ball foul, Chicago at 24. Bill Cartwright. That's number 2 on Cartwright.
The wily veteran found a way to hold Jack Sikma down with one arm and reach for the ball with the other.
Cartwright's 10th season, his second here in Chicago after 8 years as a member of the Knicks. We approach 3:40 for the half. 5-point Chicago lead. Pierce, top of the key. Now to the far side, puts up a force. This is Pippen. Looks and finds Paxson on the drive, rejected. And Pippen will slow it down and kick it back out front to Jordan.
They give it back to the venerable father figure, if you will, to try to get the tempo.
Trying to get his way inside, spins it off the glass, doesn't go. Cartwright.
If you're wondering why people stop, when Michael went through the paint, it looked as though he might have traveled, and all the Bucks were expecting to hear a whistle. So that says one thing, players, play until you hear the whistle.
Bill Cartwright has 3 rebounds now. That's 3 more than he had in the first game. 7-point Chicago lead, 2:40 to play. Roberts. No. Pierce. Blocked by Jordan. And that is a foul on Scottie Pippen.
They laugh because Michael's safe.
I want to remind you, at the conclusion of our game today, Quinn and I will select the Miller Lite player of the game. In conjunction with that award, Light Beer presents a check in the amount of $1,000 in that player's name to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Scottie Pippen leaves the game with his 3rd personal foul, 13 points, and 6 of 8 from the floor. Stacey King.
Well, with Scottie out now, that there's going to be a little more rebounding with Stacey King, and he's starting to feel more comfortable in the offense, so he'll have his challenge with Cadillac Anderson on him.
Pressey back into the game, too, and goes right down the lane. Paul Pressey has been outstanding so far this afternoon. He has 10, and again, it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
And you hit it on the head. Paul has been the major difference for the Bucks. He's taking the ball to the basket, so they get some inside point, as well as you see what he can do defensively.
He gets the steal, and Grant is forced to foul him. You know, Paul Pressey is an interesting story. This is a guy Quinn at one point in the season wanted out of Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, he did. He didn't think he was getting the kind of playing time that he felt he should get. So he asked the club to think about, or at least explore the opportunity to let him go. But obviously Dell felt that he is of some value to the team, and he's proven that this afternoon.
10 points, 4 assists for Pressey. Pressey missed the playoffs last season out of action with a dislocated right shoulder. Cartwright and Sikma banging away at each other down low. 47-44 Chicago. Interesting that the Bucks have both Humphries and Pressey in the lineup along with Alvin Robertson. 2 minutes to play. Jordan's baseline shot off the mark. Stacey King got a hand on it, couldn't hold on. Here comes Robertson with Jordan on his tail. Humphries drives back to Robertson, who missed the layup but gets the follow. No, tapped in by Anderson.
You're seeing more effort on the part of the Bucks this game. I didn't think they played that hard. Well, they played hard. They just didn't get it done, I thought, against the Bulls on Friday. This time they're playing hard, Greg.
22nd timeout is called by Phil Jackson. And right now, let's head over to Andrea Joyce. Andrea.
Greg, you just mentioned Paul Pressey, and as far as the Bucks are concerned, as long as he is playing well, they're going to try to give Jay Humphries as much rest as they can. There are heat packs out here for Humphries, but so far he hasn't asked for them and hasn't needed them. Back to you guys.
All right, Andrea, thank you. It's a 1-point lead now, and as we mentioned earlier, Quinn, it was 25-10, a 15-point Chicago lead. What's been different?
Well, Paul Pressey has been the major difference, the guy there in the middle of the screen. And what I talked about it. He's come out, he's played defense. Now you get some transition baskets. He's taking the ball to the basket, so you get some easy hoops. And I think that also we stated the Bulls are known to do this. And I talked to Phil Jackson about it. They will get a 10-point lead, and they don't have the